Hey guys. I have an audience sitting in my bags. I like that. That's funny. Bum 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 bum. What does it even mean when you type like 6.38, you know? 1890? 1896. Okay. I have sold something that was like 12 divines there, I think I want to say. Not sure what it was. Hey Gloomy, how are you, mate? Good day, mate. Good day, Matt. Good day, Matt. Good day. Good day, mate. I am looking for ways to scale my character, Gloomy. Let's play with the castle and shock a little bit. Don't really know what we were doing, by the way. Mostly rituals, I think. Like, I think I have also taken what I wanted to take from the ritual, right? Start with this. How are you? Good day to you too. As you see, I am still pretty obsessed. Tuma, I have actually like spent a lot of currency on my last stream on some upgrades. I finally talked myself into going for upgrades, you know. I purchased like 83% ingenuity, and then I purchased like dream fragments. I also had to like upgrade a couple of pieces when it comes to gear. I purchased like a better shield, tiny bit better shield, right? Gained a little bit of DPS with all these things combined. I have so ridiculous numbers on the DPS that like even the smallest, you know, 5% upgrade becomes like just... That 5% becomes huge, you know? It's kind of interesting actually. How much? I think I spent quite a bit, but I also am going to be making quite a bit because like the items that I was replacing, they're not necessarily best for me, but they still are like pretty valuable. So like if I can price them right and sell them, I think I'll make up some currency back also. So I'm gonna say like I spent like maybe 150 divines. But, you know, given time, I'll maybe make like 75 to 80 back from the items that I replaced, hopefully. We'll see. How are you doing, mate? Had like this mildest cold that I downloaded from my wife for the past week. It's ramping up, ramping down right now. Like the past couple of days I've been much better. The first 2 days were like really annoying because I had this like weird taste on my, you know, throat and the back of my nose. It's disgusting. But now it's just like a little bit of a runny nose. But it's interesting because like I think this time around I managed to like dodge it nicely because I didn't really like feel sick, you know what I mean? Like it didn't really like bring my mood down and made me tired or like made me have to sleep and stuff. And didn't really have to like break schedule kind of. I think you need to replace the shield with the focus since you got a dream fragment. Those don't work together well. How come? Can you try to explain? I don't understand. Those don't work together well. Why wouldn't they? Just because of percentage mana or? We can certainly shift my character towards like, you know, pure mana, but I wouldn't be comfortable playing below like 10,000 mana, I think. 10,000 mana is... It is like really hard to get to. Certainly. $24 times 1.83 is 44% mana. Let me see what you're talking about right now. I'm trying to understand. Oh, 24. Okay, I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. So, I think you want me to get base mana. But like, do you even get base mana from focus though, Gloomy? You know what I mean? Like, base mana is crazy important to me. Like, it... That's how it works. You spend currency, but you'll make it back easily in such upgrades. It's like the plus side of trade, to be honest. Yeah. You get ES, mana, and +2 skills, even some cast speed. Like we can try to look at some offense. I don't think they're going to be crazy expensive. You know, one thing about the offense is that it might even be easy to like snipe something ridiculous for a low price. Because I don't think so many people are aware of what is a really good focus, for instance. But, like, this is gonna sound kind of awkward, but to my standards, right, it's like the defensive values are as important as, like, offensive values when you're making a character and, like, putting a build out there, honestly. Like, just removing the 24%, 25%, whatever block from this guy inevitably is going to like give you a lot of deaths here and there, which is an inferior character, even if you're like gaining 300,000 more DPS or whatever. Maybe it would be more fun to play though. Like that's. Then comes the point where you say like, look, these are like two different variants, right? You could play like this or like that, kinda. You don't really need all the cast speed in the world. No, I think our cast speed is good. I have like 6 cast speed, don't I? Let me see. I think I'm casting like 6 sparks per second or something, which is pretty ridiculous. I'm 6.20. We don't need more. How's it going, Father Vader? Thank you so much for that sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Cheers. You could be casting 7, see? This is true. No cap needed. You could be casting 7. This is true. I hate you sometimes. Yo, okay, Gloomy. Is it even possible to roll mana on focus? Mana or int?
Garukan favors me.
I just realized something. I think I didn't check the ritual on the last run. Yeah, spaced out completely. Sometimes I do that, you know, about the ritual, that is. It's kind of lame. Oh well. Hey Otava, how are you? Otava, are you in the game? Can you please link me your fan? Hey, that is 1. That's a sweet start to the day, man. Boom. Hello my friend, just a couple of short videos of yours taught me way more than all the other content creators combined. Keep up the good work and thank you. You're incredibly kind for dropping just to say this also. Thank you so much. I certainly appreciate it, mate. And my pleasure, definitely. I'll try. Oh no, I was interested in your focus actually. I thought you were running focus too. Interesting. Interesting. Otsuma, I have ended up like buying the dream fragments, right? So this is the one that I bought, and like we're talking is like, is it pairing better with like focus, or should I do like a second variation with like focus and necklace also? I don't know. 24 mana. I don't like the 24 mana one. 15 divines. Cataclysm helm. My old helm is selling, guys, for 15 divines. I'll mouse over it one more time.
Hello.
Yeah, so this is my old helm, right? No, this is a helm that I've crafted, right? It's actually a helm that I crafted. Huge. Okay. I couldn't replace my helm because it's too good. Like, I tried to replace my helm and I couldn't replace it. Look at my helm. 24,101 gives me 20k more DPS than the crits one. Yeah, I've seen that coming. I think it's just that, like, I would itemize for, like, extra mana regardless of the DPS. That's what I meant. I mean, well, to be fair, it's not necessarily just lightning damage there. It's also the cast speed. That's pretty interesting. To reply to this guy. Otiva, how many casts per second do you have when you go to your spark? Like over here. I have like 6.21 right now. Which seems enough, but...
Go.
6.1 with the shield, yeah. And how's the DPS looking? I have 228. 228 something and then some, yeah. Sort by the energy shield, let me see. Yo, so, you know the interesting thing, Gloomy, I've been thinking. You can actually increase the energy shield of your chest. Because I don't think you need any spirits anymore. Because, like, you don't need the Grim Feast. And for the most part, like, I've played with no cast on shock. So, like, you could just increase the spark DPS and never mind the cast on shock altogether.
Didn't break a sweat.
When your pure survival is only depending on mana, right? Because you have nothing else, then in my opinion it's kind of a bad thing to like use cast on shock also, because like sometimes cast on shock goes like brrr and like it just drains your mana. It's not the best feeling. With the focus is 470k, with the shield is 400,000. So my DPS is way enough, that's why I run the shield, because I'm like 10.5 mana with 381k DPS. Yeah, I think I might try and like itemize a little bit more towards the extra mana. And Otsuma, you're not necessarily running like any like Grim Feast, Cast on Shock.
There is power.
Like you don't even have extra spirit, do you? Cast on Shock doesn't really work on bosses, right? Chest, that's right. It does work. It's purely for the bosses. Because it's versus the tanky targets, we end up like shocking it so many times because the tanky target is getting... Most of the time those things have like higher hitbox, like bigger hitbox. So they're absorbing so many more sparks. And at the same time they're sitting right in the middle of the orbit, the Orb of Storms. So like you just have so many shocks going at the same time. Then it also procs so many cast on shocks at the same time. And you just delete. It's sitting for about like 2.5 million to 5 million. It's a ridiculous damage. I don't have ES. Well, you cannot really compare it. Against the Storm Diamond, so yeah, I can like run either the Blink or Cast on Shock. I'll need to look into this against the Storm. Give me 1 sec. Let me do my breach. You can try running the Mana Remnants, Grim Feast for the memes. Mana Remnants? Wait, is that recovering mana? That sounds terrible. Wait.
Garukan favors me.
Is it just like recovering? Every time you recover one of those like green piece stuff, you recover like mana, right? Sounds terrible. It's overcapping your mana, same as the green piece does. Overcap sounds pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. But like we constantly spam mana though, so it's not really gonna like stay there. That's interesting. That's not only memes. Like if you can keep the high cap, right? It might be very interesting. Okay, so against the time, against the darkness, time lost diamond. Ah, that's an interesting one. 4% increased intelligence and spirit. Doesn't look too expensive, but it might not be the specific one. Yeah, it's not the specific one. God knows, like, what is this specific one, you know? How much this is. So how much is something like this, Otuba? Mind over matter? Yeah. It's probably about 60 to 80 divines against the darkness. Mana Remnant only gives you mana regeneration if you collect the balls, isn't it? But it only gives you mana as regen. I have no idea. Never really. We can check out like the supporting gem and see what it says exactly.
Garukan favors me.
Against the darkness is 210 divines. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's a really, really interesting role you got there, so. Really not surprised it's expensive. Healer of the Cage God.
Wall of flame!
You're off by 3 times? Yeah, pretty much. Nah, but like it was looking insane when I mouse over it, so it's kind of normal. It's not the guy, not the guy.
Time is of the essence.
You're broke. What did you purchase?
There is power
After the
in
chest.
danger.
Was the chest
I
last
can
thing?
feel it.
Against the darkness 210. The Mega Ammoniac is 17. But is the wrong one. The one that I need is not on the market. Control distractions like 60 to 17. And from nothing is same, about 16 to 17. Yeah, those are much more affordable than the Against the Darkness. The Against the Darkness is a crazy roll, I think. But these things, they might be snipeable. I don't do that shit anymore because it makes me feel like an asshole. But somebody else takes it, so. Hey Murph, good day. What was your shield again? Let me see. I think I have a pretty good shield as well. 658. I have 655. Probably paid about the same as you. You kind of need the from nothing to pay with it.
Speak. Go.
This was not really that great. Oh yeah, I wanted to check some prices when it comes to like an offhand. Let me see. My mouse scroll wheel is really acting up. Kind of dislike it. Heaven Enchant. Is that from like a corruption? Yeah. What was I searching here? And now? Hmm. Yeah, you can pretty much find something that is really decent here, obviously. Don't really know. The Energy Shield base is pretty interesting too, and you can go all the way up to 400 Energy Shield base. So maybe you can make it so that like you start from 250 then in that case. See the pricing then, that's affordable. You can have intelligence in return as well. Sort of like mana are we looking at here? You can go all the way up to like 200-ish mana. Let's go to 175 in that case. Still sitting on like 1 divine, 5 divine, jumping obviously to 8 divine now. Yeah. There is, however, a mistake here I just realized. Boom, there is nothing. When you roll a single lightning or spell damage, then you don't have this energy shield. Interesting. Very interesting in my opinion. Because you're rolling, to reach this energy shield, you're rolling basically 3 prefixes here. You see? Very interesting actually. You have double spell damage on your search? Never mind. No, I don't. My resistances are a little bit shaky, but I had some sort of like a interesting necklace somewhere, by the way. Some spirit. Interesting. Spirit mana percents. You would do like pluses? Mana percent, I guess? Yeah, mana percents plus mana. You don't need the spirits in my opinion. Spells or projectiles is fine too. If you go for spells, does it actually like give you something else here? Nah, like there's no way I would play with this. I don't think so. But this is the way to reach the 10k mana, I guess. Don't know. I dislike that. It's only up to level Orb of Storm and stuff, you go all spells. Orb of Storms isn't terrible. Flame Wall isn't terrible either. I just don't know like how much of an impact you get from flame balls, additive damage to like your spark, for instance. You know, it's kind of hard to tell. Because like it says the projectiles going through, right? Added fire damage and inflicting ignites. But I don't know how big of a deal that is. Certainly. Divine 2 exalts. 295. Sure. I've like 100 Divine Monk, Gemling, Blood Witch, God knows what else, Cost of Fortune, Bottomless Stash. Sounds like a Gemling chest to me. Attributes and mana. 5% increase actually, yeah. Like you might as well, with a chest like this, you might as well play a Gemling, to be fair. I agree. If you go full mana, the chest is kind of needed. I'm gonna mess around with a offhand, I think. It becomes like 256 when it is fully qualitied. You go with like all resistance attributes stacking. How much is a chest like that, by the way? All resist and attribute stacking. Well, maximum mana is huge too. Honestly, I would probably select the maximum mana over all resistance, just so you know. 4 slots is 40, 5 is 80. I would probably select the maximum mana over all resistance. Like, mana is everything on us, so... There's mana regeneration also, instead of like resistances. For 18 divines. It's not too much. Yeah. I have an idea though. The one divine is gone, I think, guys. Unless I change something, which I haven't. Yeah. $290. Instant lightning res 8. The AS percentage doesn't matter at all if you go for the full mana. On the items they do. On the items it gives you mana directly, doesn't it? Because it increases the base. It is local, so. Same for quality on the item, right?
Erer,
So many explosions in this place.
you will burn.
I think that Miriar chess piece is like probably pretty insane for like a gemling, but on the sword guy, as long as like I play with Everlasting Gaze, we just go like pure ESs wrong on the chest. If you go for like a pluses necklace, then maybe, yeah, there's still a give and take, like you're sacrificing a lot. Even when you're going for like unique jewels, you're sacrificing a lot, like because jewels are so big for us. I can gain like 4% cast speed, double dipping spell damage, and then some from a jewel, which is no joke. That was 3 out of 3 there. Let's try like this. 2k. 1 lost. I cannot buy I cannot buy the Exalt. That's kinda cheap. Happy little explosions. I think I'm out of here. Wait. Have I done the breach? I've done a terrible breach, it seems like. 9 sprinters.
Go on.
Maybe I didn't loot like half of it, but can stay. No tinks. There's this DK over here with a bunch of league mechanics I want to build up to. Oh, these are decentish maps. As long as you play with the gaze, you should stick with a normal chest, but how much int do you have? Because that's what I mean, I play insanely different. I'm on 775 int. Yeah, but if you're 775 int, why are you a Sorc? Just go jamming then. I like DK. There's one that I dislike. But DK is fine. No, there's no way DK is worse than Ogre. Come on. I completely disagree.
You destroy that which you cannot control.
Look, it's closing already. Gotta stay within the fog. But why is the fog acting up like this? No, I don't mind DK at all.
Victory is mine.
DK is fine for me.
Garukan.
Unless like I'm mistaking what DK is, but we're about to find out soon. I'll run. Guys, am I supposed to sit like this and wait for the Mr. Travel? Like, this is really awkward right now. I don't know what the mist is doing. Never had this happen before. Alright. Have it your way. We can't really have this Delirium. Feels bad. Good morning, staff. Good day, mates. I will show you why DK is good. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong place.
Hello there.
'Cause just judging from your persistence, maybe. I'm doubting myself, we'll see. That's damage.
Stay safe.
Died randomly in DK too many times. I died one time as well. Standing on explosions.
Didn't break a sweat.
Hey Gabriel, how are you? Good day to you too. What item filter do you use? Use a few of them and now it's like no one is working. I'm using CDR. I can give you the link. And if you want exactly mine, because I've edited this a little bit, this is the link, Gabriel. If you want exactly mine, you're gonna need to reach me on Discord. I can share it with you. The one that I'm using, like the Uber version of this, you will find it on that link. And I've edited a little bit. Like I close Regals, I close some Catalysts, I close like Chance Shards. I'm not seeing like tier 14s. Like it's very, very strict loot filter here. And I also meddle with like some of the sounds because like it's when I'm running like a juiced up map, there's just too much sound effects then, you know, it's like bang, 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 like exalts and splinters. Don't need to hear all of that. But when it comes to the filter, I think the filter is very, very good. Because the last time I checked, like Neversink's loot filter for the late game wasn't that great. So. Oh my god damn it. 4 monsters remain. We're out of here. This was a terrible run.
Speak. Go.
Attack speed. Okay, the crazy DK run.
You will be remembered as a traitor and a tyrant.
Yeah, it is what I think it is. Gloomy, and I do not mind DK whatsoever. I think it's actually beautiful, for sure. Right, this place is golden. Even like Breach is pretty golden in here. No, Otava, you're just being like completely hypocritical right now, because when you're stacking stats in this game, Gemling just does it better than the other classes. It is true that like no matter what you stack it on, it's busted. You could say that. You could also say like, well, Sorcerers is working, why change? True. But when somebody says like, if you're stacking, you know, stats, why wouldn't you be a Gemling? They're coming from a right foot. You know, it's not like, why are you playing with ones? That is dog shit argument right there. Cool, how are you? How did the 100 D ring feel? It's hard to tell. It's amazing to never be slowed by chill. Certainly. And I think I've gained quite a bit of DPS with the swaps that I've done recently. We are sitting on about like 228,000 now, which is pretty insane. We could get even more, like I'm looking at things. But at the same time, I do not want to convert my character to non-block or full mana. I don't want to. I think I really enjoy the fact that like I can take a punch, even from a boss. So we'll see. I'm willing to like, you know, look at the items every now and then, and maybe even like give some attempts. But I think we're pretty much like settled when it comes to the character. I think like the better thing that I can do is probably getting like a better ingenuity, better bases all around. But yeah. Or maybe even like converting to crit and then changing my jewels a little bit might be an option too. Because we have like a lot of levels here. Guys, all those kills by the way, and I have only 2 levels in Delirium. This was really awkward. How did that even happen? Gabriel is saying, I'll check them in a few minutes. I'll try to make today like 75 on the Sorcerer. For a moment I cannot play with 1 life passive. I die instantly. Yeah, you need a little bit of gearing for it, for sure. But you gotta realize like it's taking away all your life, right? This is true. But it's also giving you immunity to chaos, and there's quite a bit of chaos damage out there. So you'll be able to like, you know, itemize accordingly. You don't need the chaos resistance anymore. You can go for full energy shield. And if you're around level 75, then that also means you have the passive tree that can like, you know, support it a little bit for sure. We have the Eldritch Battery, as you might know. Eldritch Battery converts your energy shield into mana. We scale from mana, right? We gain damage from mana. What happened to my mana there? That was insane. Oh, yeah, that is the cast on shock effect, basically. It completely drained my mana. That was crazy procs. Like, if you clip that or, like, go back in the player on YouTube, you will see that, like, cast on shock procs and just completely demolishes the boss there. If you don't fuck around, you'll never find out. This is true, but it's a time commitment. Believe me. It's easier to just like open the map and go instead of creating a gemling and leveling it, you know? It's funny. Let me know if I can help you somehow, Gabriel. No problem. I just arrived. Calm down. I need to find the item first, and then we can trade.
Yes. Of course.
Fabricio, it is in the description down below. The player. But let me know if you can find the link, and I'll link it to you. File again. Fair enough. We try.
Desert fire! Didn't break a sweat.
Like, you remember when I was talking about like we only built 2 Delirium effects, right? Or whatever this thing is called, the build up. It was counting down and I was entering the fog again. We are still in the same map. I'm somehow at like 5.5 and it's not over anymore. Like, the fog is really acting up. I think there's something wrong with it. I don't know. There was a place in my map that was clearly not in the fog anymore. And how is it in the fog now? I don't know. Fog is messy? It certainly is. There's something weird with this. Yeah, like, that's the thing, right? Like, so, to my knowledge, it shouldn't be traveling towards an empty space and making it fog. It should already be fog everywhere, and then, like, but, like, the opening is widening up, right? That's how it should be working, but it seems like when you engage the mirror, I don't know. There's like a section of the map that is not in fog and then it gets foggy. See, that wasn't too bad though, I'm telling you. DK is good. Creek is even better though. You didn't finish the Delirium? Yikes. Yikes. This is the second mistake of the day. First one was with Ritual. And this one is with Delirium. Let's just pretend we got eyes. Full of eyes. I like how I choose to read that like as I'm opening a map instead of before. So how does the streamer client differ from the normal launcher? Hey, then nothing is different as far as I know. It is just the running meme in Path of Exile. That's all.
Garukan favors me.
I am trying to learn this, like, you know, click baiting business a little bit without obviously making it annoying. Only kidding, yeah. Well, right after like valing an ingenuity for somebody, right, I ended up like valing my belt as well, and it only gave me armor %. I was still happy because like it didn't break my belt, right? I still managed to like sell it afterwards. Because the worst case scenario is like you break the belt and now it's gone, so I was like, well, I'll take it. That's okay. Every game that has Gambit in it? Really? Oh yeah, you're right actually. Genshin had this too. Yo, did you know that it's real in some games though? Right.
Didn't break a sweat.
Oh, this is such a good run right now. We are running a 130 quantity. Guys, tell me something. When you're looking at your maps, right? Like, what is your priority right now? What I do is like quantity, and then I look at number of rare monsters in it. What about you? Like, those two things are like pretty much the only stuff that I look at when I'm like deciding which maps to run, and then they're already able to like sustain.
A rare treasure.
And obviously I go all out on those. Like, I mostly distill them. I should have clicked that. I Val them, right? I use exalts on them, etc. What about the next build? I might just chill on this. I'm actually thinking of playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate. I don't know if my stream would like that, but I think there's no other better time. Because I'm thinking like Path of Exile will reset. Will build up to a reset. Somewhat pretty soon, I would say. And afterwards, there's in the April, I want to play some Last Epoch's new season also. So in between, maybe tiny bit of Baldur's Gate, we'll see. I never played Baldur's Gate 3. Only they have like 10 hours at the start, then I couldn't play, so there might not be a next build, but that said, like, I'm really enjoying this character still. I wouldn't play, I cannot play games that I don't enjoy. I'm legitimately looking forward to just Tinks all the time. It's kind of funny. Hey, Impulsive. How are you? Good week, mate. I'm doing good. Thank you. Wasn't there like a CSGO content creator that did gamble on a third-party website that turned out he didn't own it? Yeah, yeah. Shit, like, it's right on the tip of my tongue. It's insane. His name.
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Oh, what have you done to me right now, Gloomy? They had like a lawsuit with Twitch afterwards, you know? For like being deplatformed and stuff like that.
What is it?
I don't think it's enough. We could maybe Val it though. It gains one more. It still isn't enough in my opinion.
Indeed.
Savannah 60 with Breach in it. I don't care about the map I run. I take like 50 maps, Alk X them, and I add 3 paranoias, corrupt them all, and just run them no matter like what is on them. That's interesting, actually. That's very interesting. I feel like some maps are really less rewarding than the others, Otara. And you are certainly putting in the effort. Like, I'm very curious, how come you don't really talk yourself into like searching for at least like pack size or something? Because you can certainly feel the pack size when you enter the map. It's insane. running all of the maps is certainly fine, but running the correct maps on the correct node is the important stand. You know what I mean? Like, you can still run everything, but perhaps like put the pack size on the actual node that you have good stuff on. I don't know. Maybe a couple of breaches here. Don't say it, please! I'm still trying to remember, goddammit. Like, the meme is percentage question mark, by the way, Gloomy. Like, you know, I even remember that, but no, I can't. I don't have it. Don't have it. Okay, so you do know which one is like a good roll, and you do put like, I see. That's fair, certainly. Any tinks, by the way? Some tinks would be nice, Savannah. Huh? This won't spawn anything, I think. Should go up again. Anyway. God damn it! You got me this time. You got me this time. Oh my god. I checked the minimap before I check my chat.
A rare treasure.
Rare. I used to play with the local knowledge, run water swamp maps with 150 rarity and pack size oil with the breaches in them until I saw your video on the maps. I think that's not a bad idea. It's still not a bad idea, by the way. It's just that like you're being punished if you run something that you wouldn't like to increase the outcome of, is the interesting part, I think. I'm selling quite a few items today, by the way. Nice. This is one of the rings that we actually got from gambling, from Alpha. Guys, it started paying off right here. Alright. We're certainly not in the plus, because I'm assuming you can make much more than 3 divines with 100 million gold. But this is a beginning, right? For the nice beginnings.
Back, creature.
Nice. Also, I have been having like really good results with just a single ritual tablet lately. Like, I found I think 2 or 3 invitations this past week and 1 whittling. So, and I'm not even like committing too hard to rituals. I'm just making sure that, like, you know, there's like a high ritual number on the stuff that I run, pretty much. So, yeah. You really thought that you can farm a mirror that way? Well, I'm assuming mirror's drop rate is like so low that like the increased 50% is... Ritual is better? Ritual is decent, yeah. Certainly. Ritual is a lot better to run, just like Sanctum, if you don't have like quantity or rarity or like just the juice. Like the number of monsters in your maps, it kind of gives you more tribute. So if you have some tribute problems, I suppose like it helps you to fix that. But apart from that, like Ritual's inventory is predetermined a little bit, yeah. But you do have to have the passive points, in my opinion. Like, farming Ritual without the passive points is not smart. Impulsive, did you continue your Witcher 3 playthrough? I did my points and got 3 invitations today. That's ridiculous, by the way. Yeah, I haven't seen more than 2 in a day so far. Just wanted to ask, so what you said about the 300% waste stone on Citadel fragments, and it struck me. Does it work with the King invitation too? It's a fragment. The King's invitation is solely coming from the ritual. And it's called Audience with the King. So, yeah, it is not working with that. The chances of seeing that can only be increased by having the Atlas passive over here, the He Approaches. So it shows more often from the rituals, basically. It's gonna say, yeah, ritual favors in your maps have 50% increased chance to contain an audience with the king. So no, like, Waystone drop rate doesn't really have any interaction with the audience. It's an interesting thing because, like, on my last Citadel, right, I went like all out, and I think I had like 1.1k something of Waystone found, and the Citadel boss just ended up killing me. It was a difficult fight for me. Granted, now I'm a little bit stronger. That actually was what kind of triggered me to go for the chill immunity. Pretty much. I came late. I slacked. That's not good. It is in the fragment category, and there are mods saying waystones found in your map are not dropped from Atlas and tablets, I believe. Like, this is a really interesting thought process. The thing is, though, like, you just cannot really interact with, like, that ritual reward table, I think, as far as I know. What do you guys think about, like, what Father Vader is saying here? Like, I doubt. There's no way out of this. I need to go home. Did all my points with the ritual, got 2 belts, played 5 maps, and got 5 invitations. Yeah, that's ridiculous. 5 maps, 3 invitations. I read it wrong, but still it's insane. Had to double take. That's kind of nice. Not anymore. Magnitude of poison that you inflict.
Garukan favors me.
I'll try to pay attention to it the other way there. It would be insane if it really is working that way. You don't really have much to lose for trying it. At the end of the day, like, all you have to do is just running like the higher Waystone Find maps on ritual nodes to see like how it goes. You just bought them? I bought them as well. On my first 4 entries, I bought them. And I was kind of happy that, like, hey, the second divine of the day. I was kind of happy that, like, I managed to do them all without dying. And I even got a belt out of it one time, so it kind of, like, paid itself off. So I didn't really have to buy a belt for myself anymore. That was really lucky.
Garukan favors me.
Man, my skull is like so broken right now. Sure, we can check this out, I guess. That was, I want to say like 4 breaches maybe? Yeah, it's not really a drop, right? That's what I'm thinking also. But at the same time, it makes me question a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. Because like some people are capable of like finding 5 rituals a day, right? Sorry. 5 audiences, yeah. Invitations.
Go on.
I too, like, ended up finding 2 audiences within the same ritual. Like, the odds are really awkward in that case. I think most is going to be confirmation bias, for sure, but it doesn't really hurt trying, I was thinking, so I'll pay attention to it. We can run the next rituals in basically high ones, yeah. I'm gonna open these, guys.
Hail!
Maybe we can find the boss fights.
It'll be like we're back home in Midgard.
Additional underground area.
Over here.
Oh, come on. It kind of makes me really sad when there's no boss in here. Alright, we have one more attempt.
Hail! The landmarks described in this logbook don't match anything particularly notable in our
Runic
current maps.
monsters.
The terrain is...
You there, local, come here.
Guys, am I doing something stupid by like not running these expeditions after realizing the boss is not there? I feel like for all of the I don't know, these things that I ran, logbooks, I suppose, that I ran, they weren't really not rewarding whatsoever. I don't know. Savannah, double time. One of them is just a boss, and the other one is just a ritual. We should still run it though. Savannah is huge. But for the boss, maybe I open at 16 here. Let me see. This one. Because I'm thinking maybe we can get like a gem out of it. Where did it go? Am I gonna talk myself out of it now? Because like there's a tower affecting them. The question is, are we gonna go there? Honestly, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I'm just gonna run them, I think. Gloomy, can you try experimenting with me, please? We run like higher Waystone find on rituals. Like a lot higher, yeah? Like around 500% basically.
You've already done this before. You are caught in a loop.
We get this like expedition bug again. Hopefully it's gonna struggle. Yeah, do it, bro. Let's see if we can have some different results. Yeah, it's hard to get at the stats. I got you. But at the same time, like, we don't necessarily have insanely buffed nodes always, so, you know.
There is power in this
I'm sure there will be. I'm building up to one right now. I'm sure there will be, like, nodes that are just ritual and, like, not so much potency and quality and stuff. Eyeball statistics. Okay. Hey Princess, I'm on tier 13s, but not have found any for 4 days. Missed has traveled. Good day, Princess. I get in again. Yeah, that's outside, so I need to go somewhere else. Maybe up here? Or maybe stop it at 5. Today's a good day so far. That is... Okay. Can I loot it and come back inside? Of course I can. That is the third divine of the day, everybody. Very nice. Yeah, well. I cannot build up to 5, or like, what's going on? Yeah, I won't be able to. It's kind of sad, honestly. Okay, no, Gloomy, obviously it's a bit of eyeballing, that's true, but I was thinking maybe we would be able to tell the difference between 0% and 500 something %. You know what I mean? It's certainly going to be a lot more frequent, I think, if it's working. I was also thinking, if it's working, then we're also going to be finding more maps inside those. More waystones. Ouch. Did run a bunch of rituals on my flesh blood yesterday, but totally scammed. Yeah, well, at least you didn't forget to open the window. On my first map of today, I ran 3 or 4 rituals, and I just bailed, you know. I closed them up. So, I'm sure it's not my first time either. But it hurts more when you realize it. Freezes you when activated. I'm like, why am I not frozen?
Didn't break a sweat.
You pay 100 divines, and this is what happens. You are not frozen. Just some bad maps or bad luck. Probably a little bit of both. More than 50 monsters.
A rare treasure.
I need to buy a couple of electricities again. Do I even have exalts though? Some.
Hello.
So we might be able to buy it for, yeah, 5.1, I guess. Like 51 to 10 is what I'm gonna have to do, right? Let's do like this. Spending pretty much the entire thing. What is my DPS? Hey, Ave. My DPS is around like 228.
Yes.
+4, that's nice. Yeah, I'll regal this though. No haste. Cast speed, please. This is requiring chaoses, and the pluses are still there actually. I saw it wrong. Yeah, intelligence is gone up. Well, we gotta make sure the pluses are gone too, so. Cast speed is beautiful, but no pluses. Can we hit that? Hey, the cast speed is gone. Guys, this game is so brutal, man.
Yes. Go.
I have 30k recently and I thought I'm close to the ceiling. No, I am not even close to the ceiling. You can get like 1 million probably. If you go like crits, go like all of the jewels that you need to completely, never mind going for like a shield or an everlasting gaze, go for pluses there and completely stack cast speed. You will most likely get very close to like 700k if not 1 million for sure. But apart from the ceiling though, you can farm tier 15s with about like 50 to 70k spark pretty comfortably, I would say. I think I gave you all of my white ones. I have almost a stash tab of so make some content. Maybe. Maybe. If you give me the electricity as well, I would do it. Savannah? No, I meant haste, by the way. I can pitch in the electricities. Like, the greater haste. If he hits F5, I'm gonna greater haste that. That would be on you. Okay, so what I'm thinking is running this with like 500s, right? Let me see. I have a thing here that's Gloomy prepared for us. Let me see. Yeah, 510 rare monsters. Pack size. Rarity. This is a beautiful map for it now. Let's do it. I have a lot of ones. But you are not broke, like... Isn't like greater haste like 2 divs or something? I'm sure you can afford that. So if he hits a +5 basically, right?
There is power in this
You will make it up anyways. So, like, it's your wand. Mana Tempest is not a good skill for the extra damage at the bosses or rare. I think it's good. It's very good. I'm just not using it. But what you could be using is instead of like doing Rising Tempest, you do Mana Tempest as an extra ability, and you probably do like Considered Casting or something here, right? To get that DPS, and you put Mana Tempest here instead of Frostwall. Yeah, that's what you do. But Gabriel, I wouldn't play Mana Tempest without Melting Maelstrom, because like Mana Tempest, it's not gonna stop until, most likely it's not gonna stop until your you want to be able to recover immediately, right? So like when you're you just press Melting Maelstrom and now you're full. So like I would go for Melting, and then I would go for Maelstrom, yeah. Mana Tempest, dude. What is your magic find? 179. Yeah, and this map is 130. But more importantly, it's 94% quantity. What am I trying to kill here, by the way? Okay. So we have an extra divine again. Right there. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Cheers, man. Now that you followed the stream, you yourself have extra 15% item rarity made. Enjoy. That's how it works. Don't quote me on this, but my eyeball statistics is saying that that's how it works.
Garukan favors me.
Recover mana in like 2 seconds for spamming at boss, or is fair enough. I mean, it's just that like you really don't want to die, and mana is, you know, one of your defenses because of Mind Over Matter.
Thank you.
Like opening versus a boss with 0 mana is kind of shaky, right?
Wall of flame.
It's only 3, by the way. By the way, there, if you were right about this is going to be huge, by the way. So I am hoping that you are right about this. Let's go check these shoes. 1 stone for half price. Ah, he can have them. It's whatever.
Speak.
Spray him with sword. What happened? He didn't realize it requires dexterity, I think. New player, I think. We can't try to see. That's why I said when he arrived into my hideout, that's why I said he's playing a sword. That's what I was thinking. 71 dexterity, he's playing a song. Like, what are we doing here, you know? And that is what he realized as he traded. There's a stupid map over there. Nothing else. Start again. 19 uncut spirit gem. I mean, skills gem. Eduard is this. Hey man, hope you're well. I am good, thank you, Eduard. Did you sell the dual string bow you picked up yet? I am not sure. I don't think so, actually. I think I'm just pricing it too high or something. Maybe we check it out again after this map, Eduard. Let me see. Would you be interested in it, or?
That scum.
One last spark. Build almost done. Just need breach rings and jewels for the tree. Going for the crit spark. Just got asking about the bow because it was a good one. Yeah, it was a decent one, but I think I'm mispricing them. Especially the bows. Most of the time I misprice bows for some reason. It's probably because like I never played a bow build. Yeah, we have a bunch over here, and I think you're talking about this guy right over there. We can take a look one more time. It's sitting on 40 divines right now. And, never mind the elemental DPS for now. We do, like, dex +1 and additional. Yeah, we search like this. I don't know how to price it. Like, and this is without the elemental DPS. But I think so. This is probably contesting, and this is not contesting at all. This is probably like +4, and this is probably like +2 or something, if I have to guess. And we have a +1. So like, you never mind the dexterity. I think it's going to be pretty low, right? Like, even without the dexterity, it sets with 40 divines. I just don't know how to price this shit. You got me, bros, honestly. It seems like it's well priced. I just don't know how to do it. We can try it with 35 divines. It's been sitting there for a couple of days now, so something is telling me that like it's either mispriced or it's just People are trying to sell it for too expensive or something. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I was thinking like 25 to 35, maybe at that point that a league where people just want piss. Yeah, probably actually. That's most probably it also. You know, instead of like paying 40 div for something like that, they might as well just grind it up to 100 div and get something a little bit better kind of thing. It's certainly possible, I think. Backwash is decent. Guys, I really need to pee. Please excuse me. I'm gonna take a short break here. See you soon. Hello. The explosions taking their sweet time. I go to the opposite side from like the bridge. And it's going to be a banger there, I think. I might stop picking up two-hander melees. I don't think I've even like sold one so far. Alright, here we go.
Desert fire! Sun take you!
It wasn't that
Darukan
great.
favors me.
Okay. It's like 455% increased waystone drop rate. I don't really remember if we had like any issues sustaining at the start of the game. That's something that I'm curious of. Like when you're slowly making up to making it to like tier 15s, right? Do you have a hard time like finding tier 15s? Because it's been a while now. I'm just swimming in 15s. Up to the point that I'm selling white ones, I'm deleting like blue ones, etc. And just like playing the rare ones, let's say. But the ones, like, only the ones that I actually like the rolls of even, yeah. It's insane amounts of sustain. Any checkpoint enjoys?
Sun take you!
What is it?
Hey,
We have some more electricity. We'll run the hidden grotto as well. Rarity breach.
wall of flame!
Oh, this side is the pockets, I see. Hey, I didn't want to step on that. God dang it. So we are in 113 quantity, which isn't too bad at all. And then 140 rarity here.
Didn't break a sweat.
A rare treasure.
What is the name of these gloves? Intricate. Those are the ones that I need to loot, basic game. I think the rest is kind of wasted. There's no hope.
You will burn! Victory is mine!
Secondary one. Very nice.
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Another one. This is less than 2 hours stream for 5 divine row drops. Pretty nuts. Like the other day, I barely got 5 divines on an 8-hour stream, and we did so many extremely juiced maps. And today, like, I'm in not so juiced maps whatsoever. Like, this wasn't even a quantity map that I came into. It is literally just quantity because of the node. I don't really have a good map in this. Just a rarity map in it. Little bit of research. The strat to check if it works is like Atlas irradiated tablets and Oil Envy. Sorry. Which have the mod to Waystone found in your map. The max seems to be 128. Isn't irradiated a boss node? We do.
You will burn! Sand, take you!
Yeah, I was wondering if I looted everything. Maybe some splinters I left behind indeed. There's another breach over there, very nice. I'll go loot first. Much. Thank you. Irradiated tablets only seem to have the mods of the Waystones. I got you now.
have no space for that.
Speak.
Nice evasion, man. Interesting. Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm volleying this, I think, I want to say. Let me search one more time first. I'm volleying it. +1 level 12 minions, do you care? On an evasion item? Maybe like turrets? Some turret shenanigans? I'm not sure. Yeah, hard one. Because if they want something like this, they would rather have them +1, +2 to minions on the suffix of the helm as well. You know what I'm trying to say? So no matter like how you look at this is not insane. But I think maybe somebody might be interested in it as like a mediocre item, I was thinking.
What is it? Indeed.
Is there? We'll be able to sell 2 breach entries soon.
Die! Forgotten!
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Desert fire!
Where are the mobs? Do I go south again now? Maybe. If it's on that opening, it might be nice, actually. That gave me like half the map is still empty and map completion is achieved. What? And another one. Breach is insane today.
Haunting machine. Victory is mine.
Which side is better, right? I'm not sure. Hard to tell. This like south opening isn't too bad, but I think it pretty much showed what it has to offer. Now I need to run.
A rare treasure.
Ever since the patch, did you end up finding a 10 breach map? Anyone? Don't really think I have. Might be worth trying to put a plus on this. Plus lightning. Now it might be worth trying to put a cast speed instead of the attributes. It gave cast speed instead of pluses, so I put the pluses and then I failed them afterwards. Too bad. I was like, oh shit. But then I'm like, wait a minute. Attribute is still there. That's not what we want. Guys, I need to fix my tablets sometime and I'm incredibly lazy doing it. We're gonna need to do some like 3-to-1s on the tablets. So this is like 190 right now. Do we have a good ritual to run? Hive. Mineshaft, no. There's a blooming field building up with triple ritual. 2 of them are hives, and we're gonna need to tank a Val factory. I might as well tank that, I guess. Let's try to run a ritual with percent again. Let me see. $6.15. Wow. Yeah, this thing is pretty insane, by the way. Where is it? Oh my god. Okay. I probably should be running this with Grim Feast. Guys, Hive with 133 quantity and 744 Waystone find.
Galkan favors me.
Stand, take you.
It seems like most of the time the Waystone find is kind of correlated with like how deadly the map is. I think like suffixes basically buffing the Waystone drop rate. Take your time. Explode.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. Typical one.
Hey Meta. How do you have double the energy shield? It's called Grim Feast. You need 30 spirit to run this, and it drops remnants that give you like energy shield. You collect them, and it goes double dipping your energy shield. You cannot regenerate that, but yeah. So like when I take damage, right, it will stay that way.
Didn't break a sweat.
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
I'll run the expedition. Just checking around. This is unfortunately only 3 ritual again. Immune to lightning damage. Probably not. Yeah, try something like this.
Stay safe.
Desert fire.
Precursor!
I need more time. There is power in this object. I can feel it. I can't do that yet.
Victory is mine.
What is my DPS? 228. Right now we're playing with Enfeeble. That was the last ritual, wasn't it? Pretty sad.
I need more time.
Running low life, but I don't die so often to bosses. Yeah, I like to run. Are you playing Spark also? I guess so, right? Like you can see my build in the description down below. There's a build link for it. Tiny URL, Mana Spark, but I like to run with the Everlasting Gaze so that like we have full energy shield still. And I build up to the bosses with like Grim Feast so that like we get double the energy shield, and I'm also running a shield which gives me some block chance, right? So these things certainly like helps you out when it comes to survival.
Of course.
Not as much as before, but I still am pretty tanky. Like recently I swapped to a little bit more offensive options, let's say. Let's see. So this thing is pretty insane. 515. Less recovery. Okay. We're doing another hive. Father Wader, it doesn't look like it is affecting so far.
Desert fire!
It's the bloated guys one more time exploding. This is 938% increase Waystones found. It's not because this Waystones dropped. We want the other mod. Wait, there's another mod. I think it's the same mod, isn't it? I'll look into the tablet that you're talking about as well. Give me a sec. It is jobs and found. Two different. And which one do you think is affecting the ritual? If at all? Like it should be found, no? Because ritual is clearly not drops. I don't know. Bottom mob of the Atlas, it should be found exactly. Yeah, so my found in this one on the top, like, is 940. Okay, it says increased waystones found in the area. Don't know. I don't think there are two different mods, by the way. Even if they're written differently, that's probably just an oversight, if I had to guess.
then.
What the hell is that character name, Lumi? Holy shit. Too many bloated guys dodging way too many explosions right now. What level are your dogs? Very nice question. Embracing the memes. One sec. Yeah, so not a single map in this one, for instance,
Wall of flame.
with like 1,000 map finds. If it was working that way,
Sand, take
it would actually show me some maps also, I would imagine, on the ritual tabs. I think it's a good attempt. It was like really hopeful attempt, but it's probably not how it is working. The 0 monsters you made. Huge. Oops. Yeah, I have some like good ones here somewhere as well. When you have a stash like this at this point, you probably only play the instilled maps, because they are most likely so much more valuable than the other stuff, I would definitely imagine. What is this? Artifacts? No. Let's delete this. Do we have like any other 14s? I'm actually just gonna get rid of them. That's just way too many maps. Don't want to run the 14s. Factory. Any Val Factory enjoys?
Didn't break a sweat.
Yeah, Savannah boss can be very tricky unless you break it. Try to not go towards the boss, but like play where the boss spawns, basically. Like immediately rush to where the boss is spawning, and then don't chase him. There are going to be like waves of spears coming your way, starting from like, you know, the mountains or the cliffside, let's say. You gotta pay attention to those as well. They're hitting really hard, but
Victory is mine.
I think it's a pretty sketchy boss for sure. Even during the campaign it can be, like if your character is weak. In hardcore I did have a couple of close calls with her. It's 2 out of 3 now.
Will of the Malagant.
This checkpoint seems to have an elite on it every single time. In campaign, the gorilla holding a pillar was my worst nightmare. He wanted me to quit the game. In the campaign, the Titan, the Colossus, was pretty annoying for me. Killed a couple of hardcore characters of mine. The first time that I met gorilla was pain and suffering, but did manage to defeat it after like 2 or 3 attempts or something. It wasn't too bad.
You will burn.
What do you think?
That was an empty map, guys. I almost didn't lose anything. That is so sad. Let's see. A couple of good stuff here, certainly. Doesn't necessarily need to be good all the time. We have like mediocre maps coming up as well. So this next one, however, is Bloomingfield. I really, really like running Bloomingfield with a lot of pack size. Let me see. This is an interesting one. Like lots of monsters, basically. I think I'm gonna go for that guy, actually. There's no rarity or quantity, but just lots of monsters. We have 5 divines so far today. See if I can get the 6th one from the Bloomingfield. Space is often good to me.
Wall of flame.
$600 waystones you craft yourself, or you buy them? No, I've been crafting myself. I have a couple of like search queries, let's say, that I do to check my maps. Might still have it copy pasted. Yeah, this is the one that you need to like search your maps with. And if it is, this will show like above 500% basically.
Get back here, creature. Enough of this. Wall of flame.
So if you paste stats onto your filter in the stash, then it's basically gonna highlight the maps that are like above 500 based on find. Obviously, you need to roll your maps first, and I've shown how I roll my maps on the. Well, not really shown, but I talked about it, I suppose, on the video. No monsters. This is insane. Oh, we have an extra breach. That's cool. Yeah, go exactly the opposite side and see if I can catch something. Might close in time.
Victory is mine.
A rare treasure.
Hey, Sonny. The Deadeye Lightning. Yeah, I've been obsessed with my build ever since I pretty much created it. I made like 3 other characters. Always came back to this constantly. Just continued upgrading this and farming on this all the time. It's really a blast to play with, and it's been very rewarding for me as well. Okay, time to lose, I guess. I am actually 5.5% experience, guys. This is it. It's confirmed. I can get about like 3% per stream. Maybe it's a bit more. If I can make like 5% per stream, then and never die, right? Never dying is the most important part. And never die, then in 20 days I'll be able to level up. But there's ifs and buts. Really? At one point at the point you are now, what are your main goals to progress in this game? So at this point, like there's some items that you can get for your like accounts. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm trying to build up to them anymore. It is a bit like lost to what to do. I'm just farming. That's the only motivation, I suppose, to just build up some more wealth. There are other variations that you can do with this guy, such as like not running energy shield at all, and therefore getting like +5 to lightning spells or all spells. That would obviously like give you a lot more DPS. But to be fair, like as we are doing, I don't necessarily need to change anything, and it's fine too, you know. Just grinding, I think, for the sake of content too. That definitely motivates me. But I'm not even looking forward to like leveling up to 99. I think it's a little bit too much of a grind. It's more so that like if it happens kind of thing.
Wall of flame.
I think if we would just like never mind, you know,
Didn't break a sweat.
item find, item acquisition, or like currency farming, just purely focus on like experience, maybe I can switch it to like 8% a day or something. Maybe. Maybe I should even test it out, honestly. Perhaps like tomorrow I should just try experience per hour and see if we can get like 8% through the day, through the stream, even I should say. Not sure. How's it going, by the way, Philip? Welcome. I'm just trying to find ways to keep my motivation without getting too much into just farming. World of Warcraft got like that for me in the past. I see. I'm still playing World of Warcraft as well, by the way, Philip. I'm playing in the original classic, basically, Cataclysm Classic right now, which is in 2 weeks from now. We're gonna get the Deathwing, basically, right? Dragon Soul patch. But I do not stream that most of the time. Like when a new expansion comes out, I kind of have to stream it a little bit because like there's too much to do. And I need to catch up. But most of the time, it's either a RPG or single-player RPG that I really enjoy making content of.
Of course.
I priced these too high, apparently. Any other rituals? There's one over here that kind of like gives me good buffs over the 48, and I can reach it with a single node, which is the DK. So we need to run a bad one here. Do I have a bad one in my bags? I don't necessarily have a bad one anymore. It's kind of hilarious, actually. All of my maps are pretty insane. By the way, these needs walls. They're not quantity. I'll keep them non-quantity. Non-delirium also. That is terrible, I think. Magic pack size 100%. I don't necessarily think that's like alone is enough. So we do this, grab that, and then maybe I'll have like a little bit more to run afterwards, I think. Seems that way. Let's see. World of Warcraft is the game that put me into the online game in good times. It was Ultima Online for me back in the day. I don't know if you would know it, but yeah. Ultima Online into bunch of really ridiculous MMOs, but mostly Ragnarok Online. And afterwards was World of Warcraft, which always stayed this way or the other. Even when I quit, I was keeping track of it. XP takes ages after 90. Yes, it does, Sony. What's your thoughts on the trial of Sekima's farming? Apparently that's the best way to farm currency right now. It is incredible, yes. Some dude got about 630 divines while running 140 times with 130 item rarity. The funny thing is you don't even need that rarity for Sekimas because like the big dog drops are not necessarily affected by the item rarity so much in Sekimas. Not so much at least.
Desert fire.
But yeah, if you don't necessarily have too good of a gear, I think Sekima's farming is insane, yeah. But you do still need to learn stuff about it. Like for instance, right now, just opening a Sekima's map and running, like I would be clueless when it comes to like what to maximize. At the end of the day, I think like they are trying to farm the jewels that are dropping, but like there's some sort of like a relic interaction there with increasing the drop rates of the jewels or something. I'm not sure. It shouldn't be too difficult to learn. And I do not mind doing the Sekima's content either, as long as your character is capable of doing it pretty easily. What are we doing here? Immune to lightning damage.
There is power in this.
Alright,
object.
well, let's not clip
I can
those, I
feel it.
guess. Maybe something like this? I don't know.
Hail. Stay safe.
Another thing that you can do is just try to run basically pack size, rare monsters, and just ritual. Like, that is not too bad either. If you don't like Sekimas, if you want to continue mapping, but you don't necessarily feel like you have, you know, what it takes to like juice up the maps properly, and you know, you don't want to bother maybe, just ritual farming is fine. It will feel like you're getting nothing, but then you will get something like 9 divines at once, which is pretty big. And just this happening once a day is probably just good enough also, you know? It's not too bad. Can certainly happen more than once a day. Do you guys like that the RPGs have dodge button now? Like pretty much all of the RPGs, I think, like just taking the dodge, right, from Dark Souls now. Yes, of course, it's possible to drop a mirror without this thing. But it's like hoping for a mirror drop is, yeah, that's most probably not gonna happen. Like I've never seen a mirror ever. And I played a lot of PoE 1. Some more dead nodes, please. Why do I have so many maps that are not necessarily valid here? Like, I guess I had like a batch that I completed and like not really completed it. This could be distilled now. Right. What does the paranoia give? Number of rare monsters. That's ridiculous, by the way. Sure, that's right. Let's do it one time. 45% number of rare monsters. Like, what do you mean? That is insane to me. $88, 290. Alright, we do 89. They're already completed. Fair enough. I know it's my final boss. Well, I wish you luck, my friend, because I don't think I'm getting one. I've been thinking about it, like how I would react or what I would think if I would get like a mirror. No clue. Would I spend it or just like showcase it, you know, just keep it in the stash? I have no idea.
Desert fire!
Yes, but like if you want to really run oiled maps, I think oiling them yourself is not necessarily like the first option. I want to say that like you probably want to complete simulacrums somehow, and at the very least, they get this one. Get out of my head. It says waystones found on your maps, 20% chance to have random instills. I think that's what you do. So you have to try and complete the first simulacrum at least. The same goes for like ritual or breach, like, you know, running them and just like trying to farm these league mechanics. Like you really want to have like the passive points for them for sure. Electric is there saying currently 96, still didn't get any dream fragments. I bought mine. You're just chancing the stuff that are dropping for you, right? The sapphire rings. It's always the Dark Whispered Brotherhood or something, right? That's the one that like is given to you always from the chances, or nothing, I guess. I'm at 88, still trying to grind up the gear. Well, that is the entire game. Never give up. I think it's all about the gear, or like the currency farm, basically. What are we looking at here, guys? So, we have a nice bunch. Like, very nice bunch, actually. I would say a ritual is fine. I would say even an irradiation is fine. Even a breach is fine. Everything is fine. It just needs to be really high quantity of items here. I would prefer something extremely high quantity of items. Something like this, maybe. I kind of wanted to keep this for... Okay, I remember now. This is a waystone, right? Yeah, I kind of wanted to keep this for a Citadel, actually. Let's see if I can find something else. It's stupid that I'm writing this because like this tab is only that anyways. Waystones and quantity of items, these two are like huge. Rare monsters in your maps have chance to have an additional modifier. That is not too bad. Right. Spider woods into one more tower. Oh, we're gonna have some good runs, mates. We're gonna have some crazy runs.
Die forgotten.
Just gonna go ahead and like connect there now.
Wall of flame.
This place managed to corrupt, guys. It's level 82. I think as much as I hate, I'm trying to postpone it. Kinda need to roll my tablets sometime. Because the options that we have, they're not that great in that tab.
Garukan favors me. +4. No cast speed. Ah, the cast speed is there. It's a decent one. Extremely high cast speed, actually, kind of funny.
What kind of a DPS difference do you have when you equip this? 168 becomes 130, 35.
Yes.
I think the right price for something like this is like 3 divines, I want to say, but spell damage is pretty low, yeah. Mana roll is pretty low as well. And then you're missing +1 basically. I'll do like 3 divines. Need to Val this. Huge. There's going to be good experience in here, I was gonna say, and then I realized Val actually broke it. It's so sad. Ay ay ay. It is tier 14 now, so sad, sad day. It still is pretty juiced. It's just not gonna be for the experience, that's all. I think this is my least favorite tower map right now.
Fall before me.
That right there makes a 6. Hey Fabio. Fabio? I'm not sure. Sorry. Where are we going? Oh, okay. Very nice. So I don't want the irradiation one more time. It needs to be something like breach, but these are low. Only 5. Yeah, 5, 5, 5. Like, not good. Every single one of them is 5. Let's try something else here. Let me see. This doesn't have it either. Holy shit, man. Maybe some here somewhere. Okay. This is fine. 20%. But in return you get 6 instead. 18% and 10 with 3 additional breaches. This thing is insane! What is that tablet? That is one of the best tablets I've ever seen, I think, so far. That was crazy. Alright, so unless I run the ones that are like close by, we kinda can run quite a few things. Even the steaming springs inside, right? The shrine hideout is going to be kind of weird. Hold up. I probably shouldn't be running that one though. Pack size. Stack size of simulacrum splinters found in the area. Additional modifier. Okay, let's try this one. Kinda wanna mess around with that. Look. Number of rare monsters is like the only modifier that helps there. What am I looking at? This guy. The Shrine Hideout. Guys, hideouts are kinda awkward with distillation like this. You end up like finding so many simulacrum splinters for some reason. But I get this like you need to be higher level than this though, maybe? I'm not really sure. This place is refusing to drop any. Maybe it needs to be like irradiated at the very least. Because the deliriousness is a fixed amount of delirium monsters. I see. They're scattered across the maps. Yeah, that actually explains a lot. But how come we didn't get any on this one? Is it because of like it's level 80 or something? I'm not sure. That was a waste.
What is it? Time is of the essence.
Low deliriousness? I don't think so. It was okay. If you ran 100% Waystone, they would kill you. I think it was okay, deliriousness, though. Maybe not. I don't know. It's not like I can go back and check. Rospo with, some breaching.
Desert fire.
Mine's here for some points soon. Lists.
Didn't break a sweat.
This is the 3 paranoia. It is this one that we're running. The other one in the hideout was stack size of splinters. But we didn't get any. It was almost as if like that place wasn't delirious. Not sure. But as I said, it might have something to do with like the level of the monsters, because look, we're not getting any splinters over here either. Maybe it's only dropping like 81 plus or something. Wanna try this on a hideout? Players 125 delirious? Yeah, but like I would still Val that. I don't know. Do I have a hideout for it? Let me see. I can buy it off you. But I don't really have a hideout, it seems like. What's a good one at least? This is such a mess, by the way. Did you guys hear that they're going to be making a search bar for this? It's going to be amazing. Ah, simulacrum splinters. Wait. Interesting. I don't know, mates. You got me. With 40% plus deliriousness for the splinters buff. Or is that a thing now?
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Lucky day. How much do you want for that map? Like 50 exalts.
You will burn!
I don't really have a hideout to run it though. How did you even make that thing? Like, what colors is that? Random drop? Spin a map on the Atlas would be huge. Kind of like dropping nodes, right? That'd be kind of cool too. Like you're marking some stuff for like later runs or reminders. Don't know. Because as you continue playing, certainly, like, it expands like hell. It's crazy. Double isolation and suffering. Wait, it's expensive. Unique monsters with one additional modifier. Too bad it didn't become a 16. It would have been insane on the 16, I think. Right, if you get something insane, then I'll give it to you. 248, uncorrupted. Doesn't necessarily mean much, I'm afraid.
Time is of the essence.
.248 with increased attack speed. Doesn't even show it for some reason. It's not worth anything. 10 exalts if any. Just gonna set it. Do we need to run this on a hideout? Or can I run it somewhere else, you think? Because I don't know if we have a good hideout remaining somewhere. I've been running them for the most part. I like running the hideouts. Hideout is just funnier. Look, there's one over here with like 14% weight stones found. It's terrible. I guess like I didn't really know what I was doing when I was there. My Atlas map is so big now. I mean, it does have like +1 to unique monster thingy, so maybe like you just run it, I don't know. This is the place that I just completed, isn't it? Like I'm back to it, I think. Yeah. Let's just continue, I think. 66% deserted. Do you have double splinters from non-unique monsters? I think I do, yeah. Yeah, I do. Would you like to see my face? Step in. Forge. Like one of those, basically. Like you run... I would say you probably run the sulfuric caverns with that one, if I have to guess. Spiderwoods. Okay. Just any hideout will do. Oh, come on. It's to be a little bit juiced, no? I might just save that map and rerun it like when we have a juiced up hideout, okay? It will take me a while, for sure, but... Or if you would prefer, I can give it back to you. Eventually I will find a hideout, right? It's going to be my, like, hideout running.
A rare treasure.
And that doesn't necessarily mean the ones that are like spawning from... Oh my! Look at that! That is 7 divines in total today that are roll drops. I think today is like my luckiest day so far.
Wall of faith.
That doesn't mean about like the creatures that are spawning from like the shattered mirrors, right? It has nothing to do with that, I think. This place is 132 quantity, guys. And the rarity is 177.
Garukan favors me.
Maybe ups. Does Delirium's total still reduce damage enemy takes by percentage as well? I've never heard of that before. All mirrors are Delirious mobs and Delirious bosses. Hideouts are super funny. Interesting. So the more Delirious I am, the more shattered mirrors I'm gonna end up finding too in the place.
speak. Go.
Okay, I need to put this right over there. That's a special one, so that I don't really open it by mistake. I want to go. There's a riverside over here with like 72%. I have a good one. Pack size and number. Quantity, pack size, rare monsters. It's an insane run, by the way, on the riverside. I think riverside is pretty linear, right? In PoE 1, 100% Delirious was 96% reduced damage taken and 30% increased damage dealt.
They are
Really?
plotting against you.
That's insane. Well, if there's such a thing, we'll certainly be able to feel it.
Sam, take you.
Garukan favors me.
I think I've done everything there. We have yet another extra breach, by the way.
Sam, take you. You will burn.
Another one. Maybe the left side is actually branching. That would be insane, by the way. Any tinks? Any tinkers in the chats? Right, maybe not.
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Die, forgotten.
Where am I going with this? So I guess we're finally in a +10, by the way. Hey Brandon,
Desert fire.
cat is climbing my chair. It's a scratching post apparently now. Brandon was saying, I was asking on Friday how to get more damage and suggestions of corrupting a 20 Archmage and that will give a big boost. You were 100% right, my DPS went from 150k to 180k. Glad to hear that, mate.
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Like your next goal now, since like your Archmage is 21, your next goal is stacking as much mana, energy shield base from the items, and also cast speed from the items. That's like your pretty much your next goal. What sort of a staff are you using? Sorry, wand are you using, Brandon? Can you show me? Like, are you in the game right now or not really available? Pretty good. Very good one. Nice one.
I'm carrying enough already.
Victory is mine. You will burn.
Have a nice day at work, mate. Chill day. think the other side is going to be open. I'll wait to find out. Not so much.
Irre.
Positioning of this one was kind of bad. Might still be able to kill a few mobs, I want to say. Yeah. Bam, bam.
Man, take you!
But how many breaches are in here? This is insanity. The left side is not gonna pay off big time, right? Or it might.
Desert fire!
Maybe. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Garukan favors.
So we are at like... I don't even know at this point. It's quite hard to see. Let's touch that one. Go to the left side. Haha, I didn't even move this side, okay.
Die forgotten!
7 days today and we've been having a nice day so far. It's Monday too, I kinda gotta go. In such short stream, I found 7 days, like 7 divines on the floor. It's pretty crazy. It's funny how like when you need to go, you find like a 10 breach map, right, Manu? Always works that way. When is 99? I have calculated it. If I continue playing like this, in about 1 month from now, I should be 99. Right? Although, I got this. Certainly. What about 100? Wait, there are 100 levels in this game? Wasn't this the successor of Diablo 2?
Wall of flame!
We'll just pretend there are only 99 levels, okay?
Victory is mine!
Something dropping there. I'm going the right side. Wish me luck here. It might be insane. It's about to be empty. We'll find out soon enough. Another one! Dude, I really need to go. Like, anytime now. Holy shit, this game. This must be like the most breaches I have ever found in a map. It's just insane. I'm only looting currency and my bags are full. That is insane. Only 1 sockets and my bags, they are full. How does that work?
Wall of flame.
Yeah, I am not using that filter. I'm using CDR. I'm using CDR PoE2. It's a bit of greediness here, but I'm gonna activate this because out of time like yesterday at this point.
Die forgotten.
Worth running the opposite side, I'm not sure. Can't really make it in time. I'll grab this, whatever this is. Exalted Orb.
Garukan favors me.
Shape. It's a kill sword. Okay, well, I cannot make it to the right side in time to kill everything that's spawned there. There's no way. Let's check the stranglers here. This might be the last one, but been going for some time now.
I'm carrying enough already.
Anything that I can throw on the floor. There's literally nothing I can throw on the floor around. 1 times. Probably 3 more breaches. I don't think I've ever looted this much. This is insane. What do I even do here? Mana and kill. Huge. Alright.
Desert fire. Stand. Take you.
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Jesus joined the house. Pretty much. That's gonna be it. That's a nice finish to the map. That's hilarious. This was an insane day, by the way, everybody. Thank you for watching. I need to go. I'm gonna take care of my kiddo for the rest of the day. I'll be online once again tomorrow.